Hello everyone, welcome to the official YouTube channel of Office Asda 24/7. My name is Amanjyot and I am here with all of you to discuss everything which is related to the CAIIB which you should know before starting your preparation. So today we are going to discuss totally about the CAIIB exam, that what is the pattern, what is the eligibility, what is the condition of the particular credits you can have in the particular subjects of the CAIIB. Apart from that, what are the mandatory subjects, what are the electoral subjects you have to take as the optional subjects. That is what we are going to discuss today. And at the last we are going to discuss what is the pattern of the exam. Is there negative marking or not? Is there, for example, what kind of pattern of the exam is there? What kind of questions will be come from there? Is it a case study question? Is it a one-liner question? What kind of questions will be covered? So that everything today we are going to cover. So let's start the session. Before starting the session, certain important things I want to tell you that first of all, if you have not downloaded the Adda 24/7 application yet, then do download the application. Here you will find all the information about all the upcoming batches of your particular CAIIB exam. Next thing important, that if you have not subscribed the Office Asda 24/7 channel, then do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you and you will be able to join all the CAIIB related sessions on the YouTube channel. Now let's start. Before starting the session, one important information for all of you is that right now there is 23% off is going on all the books which are available on Adda 24/7 application. So you can see 22% off and free shipping is available. If you purchase the particular books from Adda 24/7 application, you will be able to get 1% additional discount. That will be your coins which are going to help you with the 1% additional discount. So to enroll in this particular product or to get this benefit, you can use a code that is Y496S. Okay, what code you have to use? You have to use a code that is Y496S. Okay, you have to use a code that is Y496S. By using this code, you will be capable of getting 23% discount and the shipping will be free and the books will be delivered to your doorsteps. Okay, now let's start the session. Before this is the exam dates of your CAIIB exam which is going to happen in the November-December month. So this is the dates and these are the subjects. So first of all, the paper will be in the online mode. Second thing, on 27th of November, you will have a exam of your advanced bank management ABM. On 4th of December, you are going to have the bank financial management BFM exam. And on 10th of December, you will have your optional subject, that one of these subjects you have to take. Apart from these two, you have to take one of these subjects out of the 6 subjects, that is rural banking, retail banking, human resource management, information technology, risk management and central banking. So out of these 6 subjects, you have to take one subject, and all the above 2 subjects, that is ABM and BFM, both are the mandatory subject for your exam. Okay, so this is the particular pattern of your paper, that there will be 3 papers you have to give. 2 is mandatory, 1 you can choose out of the 6 options. Okay, now let's start with the certain thing, that what is the eligibility, who are eligible to fill the form of CAIIB and who are eligible to give this particular exam. So all the candidates who must have completed the JAIIB of the associated examination, they are eligible or they are capable to fulfill this particular form and they are eligible to give this particular exam. So you should have completed your JAIIB of the associates exam. Now, if we talk about the subjects of examination, I have told you that 2 subjects are your mandatory subjects which you have to give, and out of 6 you have to take one particular subject as an optional. So first of all, the compulsory paper includes the advanced bank management and the bank financial management. These are the 2 compulsory subjects. These are the 2 compulsory papers you have to give in the particular CAIIB exam. And what are the optional subjects? So all these 6 subjects are your optional subject. First is your rural banking, retail banking, human resource management, information technology, risk management and central banking. So these are the types of exams, or these are the types of papers which you can take. That is your elective paper. So candidate to choose any one of their choice. So whatever you think you are good in, whatever you think you can cover the particular subject or the syllabus, you can choose one of these particular subjects. Okay, so first is maximum candidates mainly go with the retail banking or the rural banking. These are the 2 most important choice of the candidates, because in the retail banking, when we talk about, it helps you. Why it helps you to perform very well in the exam? Because retail banking is nothing, just a day-to-day transaction you are performing in the bank. So when we talk about retail banking, what actually the retail banking is? All the services which is bank providing to the individual persons, that is your retail banking. Okay, so that's why maximum candidates opt for the retail banking, because this is the subjects from which you are practically aware of, you have provided these services to the person, so that's why you are practically aware that you perform well in the retail banking. So these are the optional subjects which you have to study. One of them you have to take apart from the compulsory subjects, that is ABM and BFM. Okay, now let's talk about the passing criteria. If you are giving the exam, obviously you have to pass in all the 3 subjects, and you have to get the overall marks also. If we talk about individual subjects, so the minimum marks for pass in the subject is 50 out of 100. So it means in a particular subject, when you are giving a paper of an individual subject, ABM or BFM or a retail banking or rural banking, whatever you have decided to take, in that particular subject, you should have 50 out of 100 marks. That is very important in an individual subject. But the second important thing is also there, second option is also available. Let's say if you want to qualify the particular exam, if you want to qualify a particular subject, you have to score 50 out of 100. But the second option is here is a candidate securing at least 45 marks in each subject with an aggregate of 50% marks in all subjects of examination in a single attempt. In a single attempt will also be declared as a having completed the examination. Now let's understand these 2 points very clearly in depth. So the first condition is saying that in each subject, you need 50 marks out of 100 when you are giving individual paper. Okay, when you are giving the paper of individual subject, then you have to score 50 out of 100. Okay, that's the first statement is saying. The second statement is saying if in a single attempt, you are going to qualify the CAIIB exam, then in each subject, you should have 45 marks. In each subject, you should have 45 marks out of 100 marks, obviously. But apart from that, one more condition you have to follow here, that is 50% score, that is aggregate. Aggregate should be 50% your score there. And what does it mean? It simply means that you should have 150 marks in total. The total score of yours should be 150. Okay, so that's how you will be able to say that you have passed the examination or you have qualified this examination. So this is the 2 conditions you have to clear. Let's say for example you have given the ABM and next you are recording hai chalega lamba. So what we are saying here that we are saying that 50% aggregate score should be there. Out of 300 you should get the 150 marks, and in each subject 45 marks you are required. In each subject 45 marks you are required. That is very important. So this is the condition. First condition is when you are giving individual paper. Let's say for example you have qualified the ABM paper and that credit went to you. Okay, that you got the credit of that particular subject. In the next attempt you are going for the BFM subject. Then you individually needs a 50 marks out of 100. But if you are giving a single attempt and you are giving all the 3 papers in a single attempt and you want to qualify in the single attempt, then 45 minimum marks should be there in each subject and the overall aggregate should be 150 marks. That is a 50% marks. That is 300. 50% of the 300, that is 150 marks is required. So these are the 2 conditions which you have to follow in the CAIIB to get the selection. Now, the third point is saying candidate will be allowed to retain the credits for the subjects they have passed in an attempt till the expiry of the time limit for the passing the examination. So there is a certain duration given by the IIBF that in 1 year, 2 year or 5 year, you have to qualify all the 3 papers of the CAIIB attempt. So the particular duration which has given by the IIBF to you, in that particular duration, you will be able to allow to retain your credits. What does it mean? It means, let's say you have qualified the ABM subject in the first attempt, but not the BFM subject or the retail banking. Then in the second attempt, when you are going for the CAIIB, you don't have to give the ABM subject exam. Again, you have to give only BFM and the retail banking or whatever optional subject you have choose there. Okay, so that's why we are saying that first of all, in individual, if you are going through, then you have to score 50 marks. And if you are going in a single attempt, all the 3 paper you are qualifying in the single attempt, then each subject you need a 45 at least, 45 at least, and the other thing is 50% aggregate marks should be there. Okay, so these are the passing criteria you have to follow the CAIIB exam. Now next is Time limit for passing the examination. What is the time limit? That in how many years, in how many months you should qualify this particular exam? So the answer is that candidates will be required to pass the examination within a time limit of 2 years. How many years? 2 years. In 2 years, you have to qualify this particular exam, and there should be a 4 consecutive attempts. Okay, in 4 consecutive attempts and in 2 years duration, you have to qualify all the 3 subjects. Then you will be able to say that you have qualified the CAIIB. Let's say, for example, in the consecutive 4 attempts or in the 2 years duration, you have not qualified individual one subject, then you will not be able to say that you have qualified the CAIIB. And after 2 years, you have to enroll yourself again, you have to register yourself again, and you have to give all the 3 papers again, okay, from the initial level. So that's why we are saying that 2 years duration is there, and the credit will remain only for the 2 years, not more than 2 years, because it has said now the expiration date has been given to you. According to that, your credits will follow. So the expiration date is your 2 years, or we can say the 4 consecutive year. If this in particular this duration you are not able to qualify the exam, you have to give all the 3 subjects again. Okay. Now, second is saying candidate not able to pass the examination within a stipulated time period of 2 years are required to re-enroll themselves afresh. So if you are not able to qualify the exam in the next 2 years, you have registered yourself, then you have to register yourself, you have to re-enroll yourself again. So such candidate will not be granted credits for the subject or passed if any earlier. So if you have qualified an individual subject earlier in the particular 4 consecutive attempts, that credit will not be followed again, that credit will not be taken further with you. Okay, after the duration of 2 years. Now, time limit of 2 years will start from the date of application. Okay, the 2 years will start counting from the date of application for first attempt. Attempts will be counted irrespective of whether a candidate appears at any examination or otherwise. So first of all, when you have applied for the application, the date of application of yours, whatever the date of application of yours is, from that date we will start counting the 2 years, okay, and the 4 consecutive attempts. And the next thing is, apart from irrespective of the thing you have appeared in the exam or not, that 4 consecutive exams, that 4 consecutive the period of exam will be counted in your 2 years duration. Okay, so if you have not qualified in that particular 4 consecutive attempts, you have not qualified in the 2 years duration, then you have to re-enroll yourself. This is what the particular condition is saying. Okay, so that's what we have to understand. First of all, let's summarize the things, certain things. First of all, you have 3 subjects, 2 will be compulsory, ABM and BFM. Third subject you have to choose out of 6 options we have seen there. Then third, apart from that, the another important point is that you will get the credit of the subject. Let's say, for example, a particular subject you have qualified. Okay, and the other 2 subjects has not been qualified, or we can say you have qualified the 2 subject, next no, not the 1 subject you have qualified yet. So what you can do, you can take the credits. Okay, that credit will be followed, that in the next time you don't have to give again and again all the 3 exams. Okay, if you have qualified 2 and you're left with only 1, then you have to give the only 1 exam in the next attempt. Okay, and this will work only for 2 years, for 4 consecutive attempts only. After that, that particular credit will not be further given to you, and you have to start from the scratch level, from the 0 level. You have to start from the scratch level, you have to start from the 0 level. It means you have to re-enroll yourself, you have to fresh start, and you have to give all the 3 subjects exam again. Okay, that's what we have discussed till now. If you are talking about passing criteria, if you are giving individual paper, 50% marks should be there in each subject, at least 50% marks, or we can say 50 marks. And the second condition is that if you are giving in a single attempt, in each subject there should be 45 score, 45 marks, and in overall you should get the 150 marks, then you will be able to get the benefit. Okay, apart from that, the next thing is important, what we have discussed, that the credit only works for the 2 years or the 4 consecutive years. Okay, now let's see what is the pattern of examination. What type of questions can be asked? Is there any negative marking or not? Or is there any particular type of questions which they are going to ask? So first of all, the question paper will contain 100 objective type multiple choice questions. It means you will have 100 multiple choice questions. Okay, sorry. And for the 100 marks, that 100 objective type multiple choice questions will include the 100 marks of your paper. Okay, which can be based on your case studies, or we can say case list. So 100 questions will be there, 100 marks will be there, questions will be of multiple choice question, one question will be given, 4 or 5 options will be given to you, and you have to answer from all these 4 or 5 options that which of the following you think is correct. Now, that will be a case study pattern or the caseless pattern. So the institute may, however, vary the number of questions to be asked for a subject. Okay, so what we are saying that the institute may, however, vary the number of questions to be asked for a particular subject, that can be varied. Now, the examination will be held in the online mode of, okay, you have to give exam on the online mode on the computer. You have to type, you have to select your options and then you have to put your answer. There will be no negative marking for the wrong answer till now. But one quick update I want to tell you all that from the next attempt of May 2023, you are going to see that there is a negative marking available. It means after the next attempt, this November-December attempt is the only attempt which is following, in which we are following the old syllabus, in which we are following the old pattern of the exam. But from the May 2023 attempt, from the May 2023 exam, you will going to see that there will be a negative marking. Subjects is going to be changed. The syllabus is going to be changed. So this is the last time for us, all of us who have started preparing earlier already for the CAIIB exam, to qualify here the exam, so that we don't have to start from the scratch. We don't have to start from the scratch level. We have to study the new syllabus, we have to study the new subjects, and we have to deal with the negative marking. So if you don't want to deal with these type of things, then do make sure you are very consistent in your preparation, because we have sufficient time right now to qualify the exam in the November-December month. Okay, so this is the passing criteria, we can say pattern of examination. If we talk about what type of questions can be asked, what type of questions can be asked, so the type of questions are these. So questions for the examination will be asked for, first of all, knowledge testing. Your knowledge will be tested, that how much you know about the concept. Second is conceptual grasp, that to check that how concepts are clear for you. Let's say, for example, if I talk about the ABM, ABM's first module, module A, ABM's module A talks about the economics. Okay, it talks about the economics. So as we know, we have to study the economics. There are 2 types of economics, micro and macro. So when we talk about microeconomics, it is the economics in which individual units study has been done, and macroeconomics is the economics in which whole study of the economy will be done. Okay, that is a macroeconomics. So when we talk about macroeconomics itself is a practical subject. It's not a theoretical subject. Itself, it's a practical subject, and that particular practical subject you have to read with the help of current data, with the help of linking with the economy. That is very important. Okay, so that's what we are saying, that conceptual understanding is important, knowledge is important. You can't mug up the things and go and write down your answer. You can't do that, because this is a practical subject. You have to understand the concept. You have to gain the knowledge by understanding the concept. Then you will be able to answer the question. Okay, now next thing, analytical, logical exposition will be there. So analytical questions or logical questions can be asked there. Problem solving questions can be there. Case analysis will be there. It means the case study can be there. They will provide a certain case to you as an example, that this happened in your bank. Now what decision you should take. So this also checks your decision making power, that they have given a case study, you have read that particular case, that this happened in your branch, and then you have to answer that in particular that situation, what reaction you will going to give. Okay, that is known as your case analysis. Clear? So these are the pattern of questions which you will see in the exam, which checks your knowledge, which checks your concept, which checks your analytical and logical thinking power, or the decision making power, the problem solving, or the case analysis. Okay, now like how better you are to understand the situations. Clear? Now, what is the duration of the exam? So when we talk about the duration of the exam will be of 2 hours. So do remember, there will be 2 hours, there will be 100 questions, and there will be 100 marks. And there is no negative marking. There is no negative marking. So these are the conditions which you do remember when you are giving for the exam. Okay. Now do you remember that from the next attempt, again I am repeating, from the next attempt there will be a negative marking. There will be change in the pattern of a paper. There will be change in the pattern of asking of questions. So everything going to be changed. Syllabus is going to be changed. So do make sure you qualify your exam from this particular attempt, that is your November-December attempt. Okay, now how we are offering help to all of you to qualify this particular CAIIB exam. So this is how we are offering. So first of all, those candidates who are who belong to English medium and they want the English medium batch. So your CAIIB English medium batch, that is a new target batch, started from the 3rd of September only. So we have only had 2 or 3 classes in this particular batch. So if you want, you can enroll in this particular batch and you will be finding the recorded video for 2 or 3 days which you have missed. Okay. So this batch is started from 3rd of September, BFM, ABM and retail. So do make sure that when you are purchasing the product, do make sure that what optional subject you are taking, and the batch is talking about what optional subject. Okay. So this is what you have to do here. This is a new target batch. To enroll in English medium new target batch, you can use the code Y496 and you will get 78% discount here. And apart from that, you will get all the content related to your subject. Okay. Now, if there is any candidate who wants a bilingual batch in the CAIIB, so there are one bilingual batch that is related to your CAIIB, that is starting from 12th of September. So the batches is going to start from 12th of September. This is a fresh batch. This is a complete selection batch. It's a kind of crash course for those candidates who are not having that much time to start to cover all the classes and all. So we are going to have a conceptual understanding here. We are going to have a practice here of the questions and we will be able to cover our syllabus. So this is a kind of crash course for your CAIIB and going to start for 12th of September. So if you think you have missed certain classes in the 3rd September batch of English medium, you can go with this particular, but this is a bilingual batch. And one important thing, whatever classes you have missed, the classes will be available in the recorded form. You can check your classes, you can learn from that particular recorded video and you can ask the doubts to your mentor. Okay, because these are the live classes. Here the live interaction will be there with the mentors who are teaching you the particular subject. Okay, so the English medium batch is started from 3rd September and the bilingual batch is going to start from the 12th of September. Now the test series are also important because whatever you are reading, is it actually going to help you in exam or not? How you will know this? By knowing by practicing the questions, by knowing what type of questions can be asked in the paper. So to evaluate, to realize that what are you reading, is it right or not, you are right, you are going in a right direction or not, you need a practice. Practice is must, practice is very important for the selection or for qualifying the exam. So the practice tests are available, the combined practices of all the 3 subjects are available, and individual subject will be also available, like BFM paper 2 will be available, that is a CAIIB, and apart from that all the 3 subjects ABM, BFM and retail banking will be available in the test pack. So to enroll here, you can use the code Y496S and for today you will get 23% discount in all these products. Okay, so let's start. Again, one important part is that if you want that you need a single product in which all live classes will be available, all video classes will be available, all recorded classes will be available, all ebooks will be available. Apart from that, you will be able to give the test also. So you don't have to go with the individual product. Okay, what you can do, you can simply go with the CAIIB ka maha pack. It will cover your live classes, it will cover your recorded videos, it will cover your test series and it will cover your ebooks. Everything will be covered here. You don't have to go for individual product. You don't have to go for the individual subject. Okay, so this is what we are talking about, CAIIB ka maha pack. It will include everything for all of you, and to enroll, the same thing you have to do, you have to use the code Y496 and after using this code you will get 78% discount from the Adda 24/7 application. That will be a huge discount for all of you. Okay, so this will be your right choice to start your preparation by taking the CAIIB ka maha pack, because after a certain period of time, let's say there is a crash course coming on or case study batch is going on, which we are planning or which maybe we can plan for the further future dates. So you will be able to get those batches also because you got the maha pack. Then you will be able to cover the upcoming batches also in the maha pack. Okay, so this is all about the CAIIB. If you are preparing for the CAIIB, I hope this particular session is very helpful for all of you, and we will be able to cover each and everything which is required for the exam. Before reading the subject, before starting the reading of the subject, before completing your syllabus, one thing is very important, that is know your exam. What is very important? Know your exam. As you know, you all are banker. You know how important the KYC is, how important the know your customer is. Similarly, when you are preparing for exam, know your exam is very important. After that, know your syllabus is very important. Without that, you won't be able to qualify the exam. So do understand what the exam is asking for, what you have to study, and then prepare yourself. Okay, so we have discussed everything which you required to know before starting your preparation, and after a certain while we are going to come with a particular individual subject syllabus analysis also, so that you will be having a more clarity that how you have to prepare for the particular subject. Okay, so this is all for today. Last but not the least, if you are new to the Officers Adda 24/7 channel, then do subscribe the channel and also press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you. Apart from that, if you like the session, do press the like button and share the session in your Telegram groups or the WhatsApp groups, wherever you have the people connected with you who are preparing for the same exam. And if you have any doubt in the particular session, you can ask in the comment section. We'll check your comment and answer your queries. Okay, so all the very best to start for preparing for the CAIIB exam, because from the next attempt we don't have to take a risk. This is the particular time we have to qualify. So don't take a risk, don't take a particular kind of risk that you are waiting for the exam to come. You know what is going to become in the exam, you know what is the syllabus, you know what the IIBF is going to be asked. So do start your preparation, be consistent in your preparation, because right now we have sufficient time to prepare for the exam. Okay, so let's end the session here. Thank you so much for joining the session and stay safe.